lakad matatot!
Normally, it is good enough to just 1v5. We've already seen a few of those scary.
This is not a fun situation for him. You're laning up against an Undai. You see Speed just kind of step over and not just eat some of that damage, but give way more back onto Gardic than either of the two in that lane received. As First Blood, of course, goes on the other side. Vitaly and Theolacor make
versus the Visage, but it will land onto your CM, which is very sad, but a job that AB1 will kind of supply for his teammate. But yeah, bottom. They get a return trade out. Just honestly, a death that I don't think Gardic minds too much. His courier was coming out with a little bit more regen.
Gonna try and make some moves elsewhere on the map, looking for that bottom rune spawn, and it is going to go their way. Arcane Rune into Analog's hands. Meanwhile, on the other side, Theolacor, that's a bit of a rough situation. Can he cookie out? No, he can't. Pulled back in by the Vortex. He is dancing quite nicely here. The root, though, should finish him, but Analog comes in. There's the Ava. He has no point. He does have a point in toss, excuse me. He just did not go for it there, and no.
Have been giving this solo lane to him, so he gets his level 6 a little bit faster, but that's where they could try and find the isolated hero, but instead they are whiffing a little bit. But of course, they get pressure on mid, and more importantly, they kill bottom, catch him off guard, 2 points in the soul rip, just enough damage from Speed, perfectly calculated.
And just before Gardic was going to be there as well, he was trying to make his way over, but doesn't reach it in time. Now on the other side of the map, Vitaly's going to get hit up, rooted in place, dropped by DNM. 5RAT. They're off to the races. 4-1 start, 2k net worth lead. A stack that Gardic almost certainly got vision of there, but Hokori aren't in a position to really steal that. There's a fight now in the river. Kits is not going to be able to take the Theolacor down as he did grab that illusion rune, but he's walking back into range of a sentry. He's trying to set up for a stun play, but this is not really what they want. They're going to get one, but they might lose Analog now as well because DNM is getting involved. They get the pullback, they get the root, they have the damage. They have the damage. There we go. See, I told you. No worries.
Really sick stuff from DNM. Really good rotation from.
Going to be a step in the right direction, but now they need to make sure they don't get caught because Kits is coming in with the haste rune. Good cogs from the clock, pushing him back, and actually getting a second push there too, but this isn't going to matter. Even if Gardic somehow survived, the real sort of big factor there was Speed finding a solo kill onto Lumiere, I believe. Yeah, one soul rip, one decay, so he just caught him on basically max agi and took him down.
Yeah, just didn't expect it, because you don't expect it. Nobody expects the 4-4-0 and dying, but, you know, Speed.
They're still finding some farm on these heroes, and that's going to be the big one. Link Dagger finished off for Analog. 6k down this early, ET. He's got to be the guy, and he's got the right supports to make some plays, but they got to start hitting.
Well, they definitely do. We still haven't seen a Kisses yet, and here's the smoke on the rune. Zips for it, pops the smoke, but here's the play, and there goes your damage. They find the Snapfire first, and they even see Analog
they
still.
got him with the Sharpshooter. Booze, I mean, listen, he may not have found the kill the last time around, but the axe still has not missed with Sharpshooter, which, I don't know. It's a relatively easy ability to hit, but it's far from guaranteed, as Song is going to be deployed mid. AB1, I mean, he'll take some damage here from the battery assault, but not enough to bring him down. Now they might turn on to Analog. The cookie is going to allow him to stun up the Naga Siren, but that puts him right in range of that pull. The Electric Vortex brings him in. AB1 does eventually die here, but they're looking for the bigger trade-offs. They want Gardic. They get Theolacor on top of him because your Snapfire just kind of wandered into the fight on no health, so AB1 for 3. Perfectly.
Now finished up on the Morphling, so he feels a little bit more confident, but this is also them just trying to abuse the Visage as much as they can right now, but we'll see. There's the Manta.
Dodges out the silence, able to wave from away, and now Kits is the one in some trouble. Nice solar to heal him up, but he's still dropping. He's able to zip out, though, so Kits will be all right, but he's no longer involved in this fight, but there's Moose getting the Sharpshooter hit down onto the Morphling. That is going to push Lumiere back a little bit, but Speed doesn't want to let him go. Speed, though, not really sure he is the decision maker in this process. He is on the front line, but he needs to start backing up because the damage is going to be there. The cookie stun does come through, but now Gardic doesn't have any backup. Everyone was too distracted with the illusions on the other side of the river. Gardic just kind of gets sacrificed there. If they had followed that up with damage, sure. You know, Gardic sacrifice looks pretty good, but without it, you just killed your support, really.
You know, everybody runs out of damage. Too many ultis just got
Oh.
spent too quickly, but this is a really nice toss back right when the ulti ends as well. Perfectly executed there.
Without him, I don't think they take that all that quickly as the decoy comes in, scouts things out. Analog, though, went for the fight, and he needs a little bit more backup. He is getting rooted up, pulled in. Gardic, though, able to get on the back line. Goes for the hook shot. That's going to keep Kits locked down for a bit, but the problem is Analog is still dropping. The song, okay. DNM kind of shifts away. That does buy time for your Tiny to blink away, so he will live. Gardic was the one who goes down, but now they're focusing in on the Morphling. He was on max Agi in that fight. And the chain lockdown just kind of takes him by surprise. Now there is no fight. Analog is in no position to engage, and Vitali may get pulled back in. There's going to be the Vortex. Soul Rip. Speed. Just comes in and finishes the job. Triple kill for the core Undying, and... See, is this enough for 5RAT to now try and take row? Well, okay, hold on. They need to defend Kits first, as the old core didn't get the stun. Well... Now they can definitely take Roshan. There's no one left to contest.
It's not like he's trying to be a right clicker. Even though he's just kind of the lame Aura boy, it's working out for him because he's playing his hero exactly the role that they need right now, even though he's third highest net worth.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some items here, and he is starting to close in on that Wraith Pact pickup. Meanwhile, they got the heart on the Naga Siren, and they're looking to make a play onto Analog, who finished off his Echo Saber a little while back. That's cute, but it's not really going to help. Vitali didn't even really get to do anything. Silenced up and taken down pretty much instantly, so...
It's just because, of course, Storm Spirit Aegis,
Right.
you know, that's something that always you try to play for, but DNM just knows that he's the building hitter. He's the one going to do it all. Yeah,
I don't know if you win this. He is going to need some backup. Teammates are coming in, but it's not going to be enough. Analog already dead. Tombstone actually stolen and placed on the high ground, so maybe they can do this. Mortimer Kiss is coming in. Gardic is going to connect with the hookshot. They're going for Speed first, trying to take that Undying out of the equation, but Speed is just so damn tanky. DNM's going to pop the song. That does mean Moose is going to miss with the sharpshooter, but they can reset the fight. They can take down the Tombstone, and now they're looking for kills. Trying to get onto Gardic first, hoping to take the clockwork out. He's still silenced up. The burn doesn't kill him, but the zombies will, and now Lumiere, he's going to be forced to run, but he can't. Gets pulled back in by the Vortex. Can he somehow waveform away? Yes, he can. But will that be enough? They might just chase him into the base here. And DNM is thinking about it. He's going for it. He's going to get the ensnare. The Manta will immediately remove it, though, and Lumiere walks away.
Very much, and DNM with the heart is just so obnoxious. Doesn't have to go anywhere. Poor Thiliacore.
Well, that's awkward. That was his own 4-stat, too, so he was just kind of facing the wrong direction there. And oh, tower taken. Free kill. Lumiere, got to be a little bit careful here. Defensive, no, not defensive toss. They actually tossed DNM in. Problem is, that keeps Analog outside of the base. He needs some backup, and they're not going to get it. Analog will fall again. That is now his 6th death on the Tiny ET, and I mean, his game really just is not materializing right now, but his teammates, they have other things to worry about. Lumiere's going to get jumped in on. They got the silence down onto him. He's not going to be able to morph, and that's just GG. They'll call it there. 27.5 minutes, and well, in the draft, you know, I said Hokori would come into this a little pissed off, trying to make a statement, blah, blah, blah. No, it's 5RAT who make the statement here in Game 1.
Yeah. Fight. He's the one that goes in. He's the one that makes space for Vitali. This is going to need to be Analog really fulfilling quite a few roles for Hokori.
And there's a little bit of sort of extracurriculars going on here. Gardic, well, maybe a little bit more than a little. He's just so damn slow. He's not actually getting out of this.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Speed tried to snipe it out, but wasn't able to. Just level 1 axe is a little bit low damage, but Moose will take that. He gets a start. The more the Gardic can tail him around, then hopefully the slower those levels actually come out from him, but we'll see.
In the meantime, take a look over at the other side lane here, see how AB1 and DNM play this out, because, yeah, there is this play that they have to be a little bit careful of. The lift, Tali comes in, didn't even have the insatiable hunger at that point, but...
The Axis build, though. He is looking to get this Call of the Wild up and then look for the punish, and Gardic, oh, what a block from Moose. That's actually so sick.
Down the tree there, and well, that was actually pretty damn impressive. Speed gets the kill as well. Moose doesn't sort of snag it away, so well, talked about him already having the helm. Progress is quite nice towards the Pango's just been sitting, farming, eking out a little bit of an advantage, and now he's 6 as well, so the Rolling Thunder is available. Let's see if they make a move. They are going to do so, but they don't even need any further support to get that kill. Yeah, Gardic's just going to get bullied again. Analog, though, did TP in. Let's see what they can do. They get the shards down. They get the snowball. They throw the blood right in, half HP, but here comes Kits with the rolling thunder, connecting onto 2. Bushwhack in as well. Lumiere's going to get dropped down and taken out, and Theolicor's TP is here, but it's too late. Now, they're posturing like they want to dive, but they didn't forget about the Tusk.
Just a single A-click and he'd go down, but no.
Not dead yet. AB1 gets hit instead. Vitaly's just going to try and scurry away. They'll take down the Crystal Maiden, but they need the sniper kill. That is far more important. Kits, though, Kits got ruptured the second he TP'd in, so he can't actually join this fight. DNM still on his own, trying to fight his way out of it. Not going to be able to do so, but Vitaly, what are you doing here? He comes back in, gets bushwhacked by Moose, so they will find the first kill. They get a second onto Theolicor. I think Vitaly was just trying to do some damage from long range, maybe with the Bola and the Spawn Spiderlings nuke, but he walks into trouble. That makes it a 2-for-2 trade, but at this point, ET, if you're Hokori, making his way over towards mid. I mean, he's farming, and he's doing a very nice job of it, but he still has Primal Roar, so someone like Analog steps too far forward. Might as well try to get involved there. Instead, they're hitting up the towers. Theolicor got Call of the Wild. That's okay, why not? He's got a boar. We'll be able to clean up the Hawk with it, but will that be enough to actually defend the tower? Because DNM is just going to act as the battering ram. They take the tower down. No deny coming through. However, they got some eyes on AB1 here in the river, but Gardic is pretty low himself. Kits tries to roll in. He did get ruptured, though, so he's got to cancel that immediately. Theolicor steals Rolling Thunder. The cube is making its way across the battlefield, and Kits is now trapped on the high ground. He's going to get lifted up and taken down, but that bought time for the reinforcement. Speed is in. There's the roar into the sharpshooter, so they will take Analog down in exchange, and DNM able to grab himself a Hurricane Pike here, so he now has a little bit of extra movement. He also is the one with the Tumbler's toy here, so between that and the Hurricane Pike, he can move quite a lot, and he's looking to move top right now. Snowball will keep Lumiere from taking any further damage, but Analog, I mean, he's committed, but he doesn't really want to be. Now that he finds that out, it's already too late. He's going to get taken down. That's a Rupture, though, onto DNM, but he doesn't have to... Well, okay, now he has to move, but he can't afford to. Gardic sneaks in on the back line, finally gets some revenge as DNM falls, but Gardic is once again going to pay for his teammates' plays here. It's a 3-for-1 in 5RAT's favor. Honestly, I mean, yeah, scans, so 5RAT might know that at least something's going on just from that positioning, because I feel like you would not be in that position unless you were sort of walking past looking for a play. So 5RAT will smoke up themselves, and let's see who blinks first here, because I feel like at this point somebody's going to come to farm this lane.
Very tense spot to be in. And okay, there's the jump. They found Analog. No BKB.
They just blow him up. He didn't even have time for the snowball there, as Kits got kind of caught on the high ground, but even if nothing more comes of the full 5-man smoke, this is very risky, but Gardic just kind of leads the charge, and they're going to give it a go. Snowball onto Moose. That is going to allow them to find one kill. Gardic gets taken down, but he'll buy back immediately. DNM, meanwhile, got jumped. They hit him up with the Freezing Field as well as the Rupture, and now without DNM, I mean, where does the damage come from? The Pango is not going to be here anymore. He just TP's home, and can Lumiere catch speed? Well, with the Blink Dagger, that makes it a little bit easier. Trying to catch him in the blood right, but he's just getting slowed up by that boar. They do turn around to kill it. Vitaly takes out the Ancient Black Dragon. High ground push is coming, but the TPs are going to be there. Lumiere actually just blinks in and kind of jumps the gun a bit, but well, what can he find? They got the sniper trapped up. He's rooted. He is hit by the Rupture. He lost Concussive Grenade at Theolicor. That really doesn't matter as much, but they need to be able to keep him alive. DNM trying to reposition, uses the Hurricane Pike, uses the Concussive Grenade, but Analog is just going to stay right on top of him. They will find the kill, but the cost is feeling a little bit high at this point. They lost Vitaly as well, and now Analog, he's really out here, and he's not going to be able to blink himself away. Even if the Bloodseeker buys back right now, you don't have Gardic, you don't have Static for 35.
You're waiting for Rubik, but there's no time.
This isn't going to work. Now they buy back, but now it's too late. They've got to try and go. Analog is going to push in, gets the Walrus Punch down to the Pangolier. They're going to drop the Rupture onto Speed as well, looking for any kill that they can get. Bash will connect, so Speed does get taken down, but since Kits wasn't ruptured, he is going to be able to walk away. I guess you keep the Rax alive. That's got to count for something as moves. Really? Okay. Just still trying to do damage, but Yeah, he's going to get out. His teammate isn't. AB1 gets taken down. And for now, Hokori will kind of sort of hold the line, ET, but so much damage was dealt to them.
I don't know if he was going for a gem or something that was dropped before, but now Analog has 2 gems.
Yeah. I think he picked up the gem. Speed dropped it earlier outside of the base, so he was able to pick it up, but then kind of stuck around afterwards. And speaking of sticking around, Lumiere, yeah, you don't want to be here anymore. Get in, get the AB1 kill, and then get the hell out of Dodge as Hokori fall back.
And if Gartic checks Roche, then they'll know that it's time. Because they just got the BKB out and they're looking for more, but
they're on the sniper. They got the Hex, but Kits is coming in, doing some pretty solid work. The Roar is now going to lock Lumiere in place. Lumiere is dead, already bought back as we mentioned the last time around, so he's out. There's just no fight to be had anymore. They took that engagement with Analog basically all the way back in the base too, so I'm not really sure exactly how that was supposed to go, but I think maybe they just saw the sniper and didn't realize everyone else was nearby. But look at this, they're going to lean into this. Down 2 heroes, they still know we have to try and contest Roche, or at least maybe make it look like we're going to contest Roche, but this isn't a fight that I think they can win. Vitaly's already getting hit up. Analog was able to find that one snipe out, but yeah, even through the BKB, it doesn't matter. They'll take him down. They'll take down Gartic as well. Vitaly's getting targeted by the Assassinate. Shouldn't kill him outright, but it'll push him back, and well, Speed's still going. Linked in, not able to catch the Hokori, though. But that's
that you can use to chain. Honestly, at this point, I'd love to see Kits just get an overwhelming blink, just have more damage, or even turn his arcane boots into a basher, because something needs to change. 5RAT need to find the confidence in themselves to be in a position to close this one out, because everything's just come back up, and even top lane getting a little comfortable here. Moose is going to go down. Minute left on the Roche. At least they're getting lucky with the Roche.
This Analog, are you sure about this? That is a hefty commitment. Maybe he can pull AB1 away, because the Lotus did reflect his own snowball, so they are going to be able to find one quick and easy kill, and all of a sudden, 5RAT, do you want to now contest the pit? You're down 2 heroes because Moose still hasn't respawned. And I'm fairly certain both sides now know Roche has respawned.
Well, and the base is a problem.
Oops. Yeah, that's both the tier 4s dropping here. Or maybe not the second one?
You might be able to save it, but still feels a little bit ugly. Okay, never mind, it's fine. Oh, okay. Barely not dead, but that's all it takes for them to get the Roche on, because, yeah. Imagine if they weren't Megas. This is really the only thing to think about now. But, okay. 5RAT, this is...
No one else really needed or wanted it, so... I don't know. That's not the most impressive Aghanim Scepter in the world, but we'll see how this fight plays out. Kits, can he somehow get away? He's actually going to go in. He blinks forward speed, comes in with the Roar, does make the connection onto Lumiere, but he did get kicked back. Lumiere, though, still falling. He's going to get taken down once, but he buys back immediately. His teammates, though, not in a good way. Gartic taken down. He'll buy back as well. The Hokori will fall. The Ancient now exposed. They're going to pop the Glyph here, trying to clear through as much of this as they can, but if you're 5RAT now... And now is your moment. Push in, close it out. Analog taken down. Gartic will fall for a second time. They get a bash in onto Lumiere. He pops a BKB, but then a second Roar comes out to keep him locked down anyway. Freezing Field, meanwhile, channeling out in the middle of all of this. And that's it. The GG will be called. 5RAT. They just wanted to be 100% sure, you know? Some people might call it drag.